morning. Good morning. Happy New Year to everybody. This is Brenda Perryman, and welcome to the Brenda Perryman Show. I have a great show for you today and a great table talk show for you next hour. But we're going to start off, and I hope your year 2020 is our year. It is definitely going to be all of our years. Okay, let's live life the best we can and do use our energy for something worthwhile. I have a great set of guests this morning. And my first set, well, these are young people who started a music company, songwriting, and all of that good stuff. Good morning, Kiki Smith.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine. Speak up. Speak up.
How you doing, everybody?
Yes. Okay. And Taran Knight.
Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love to you today.
Oh, wow. That reminds me of back in the day when I was growing up, the 60s. Peace. Peace. And we have Joshua Davis. He's on the side. He will be coming up shortly. Now, what's the name of your company again?
David Smith and Night Music.
Davis Smith and Night Music. And these are young people who are doing this, but I want to know, how did you all get started?
Well, we've been together for about a little over 2 years now. We actually met at the Wayne State University. We were singing for various different functions at the Detroit Symphony, and we all met up through Josh. Actually, Josh was doing a play, and so he needed someone to help write some songs for his play called Misty Sharon's Asylum. And so we started talking, and we just started writing together, and then that's how I met Taran, because he was also working with Taran.
So your particular talent, you're a singer,
Yes.
right?
Yes, we all sing.
You all sing.
Yes,
Correct.
ma'am.
Okay. Now, Taran,
Yes.
how did you meet?
Well, it started with Josh. We performed at this Detroit Symphony Orchestra called Mahler Symphony something for Wayne State University, and we met there, with our love of music. After that finished up, he told me about a musical that he was doing called Misty Sharon's Asylum, and he wanted me to help on the production of the music. And I had to step away due to personal reasons, but I came back towards the end to help finish up the music. And after we completed the play, we all came together and we was like, hey, we could really do this. So how about we just start a songwriting company? And that's where David Smith and I began.
Okay, so where'd you go to high school?
I went to Mumford High School, class of 2011.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You just all brand new. And so in high school, did you do music? You sang and
Yes, ma'am. I was in the choir, and I was also the co-drumline captain of the Mumford drumline. I started singing towards my senior year, and I wanted to become a singer, and I wanted to do that, but I felt like maybe I was more suited, doing the songwriting, being behind the scenes, and that's where I just started to write, and that's where everything started from there. Me, Josh, and Kiki.
wow, interesting. So you all just kind of melded.
Yes, ma'am.
It's almost as if you were put into each other's lives, isn't it?
Yes,
That is so correct.
all of
Yeah,
God's plan.
definitely.
So how long had you been singing? Had you been singing professionally, or since you were a little girl, were you in the choir at school
No, I wasn't doing that much in school, but I was in a church choir. I go to New Hope Missionary Baptist Church in Southfield, Michigan.
on 9 Mile?
It's on 9 Muhlenberg.
Right.
And before I did the Wayne State stint, I had sung at the 50th anniversary for the Afro American Museum with Patty Austin,
Greg
and I also did
Gaines.
the
I remember
T.J. Hempfield's Perilous Times for a couple of years. So I was really into music. I just got, I always had a passion for it. So I just started auditioning and started getting the gigs.
So, songwriting. How do you write a song?
Well, first, I think it just, comes in your heart. I mean, sometimes
The lyrics first, or music, or what? What
for me,
goes on?
it's different. Sometimes it's lyrics. I mean, sometimes I can wake up in my sleep and have, some lyrics. So I usually have a digital recorder ready. I have with me usually all the time because I never know when it'll come. Or sometimes I'll come up with melodies. Sometimes I'll come with the beats and nothing else, and then I'll just kind of build upon that. So it differs for me.
What
Yeah.
about you, Teran?
For me, it varies because for me, I love to create the lyrics, to create the words, but sometimes the melody comes first, and sometimes I don't like to take credit for the things that I write, the things that I co-produce or anything because I feel like it's all been given to me from above. It just varies. Like I could be driving and all of a sudden I have a melody in my head and I'm like I have to stop, I have to record it, I have to do something because I can lose it, so I have to make sure I keep that and be able to present it to the rest of the team later on.
So you all are songwriters,
Yes.
arrangers,
Yes, ma'am.
And producers.
and producers, but who taught you to arrange?
I was self-taught. I've studied so many greats from Michael Jackson, Prince, James Brown, Jackie Wilson,
Wow,
Smokey
old
Robinson.
school, old
Yes,
school. I
yeah.
love it. I love it. Well, we have, we do have a song that you all did together. The three of you did together.
Yes, ma'am.
What is that first one called?
It's called True Definition.
So whenever Sean could put that on, we could kind of listen a little bit to that. But in the meantime, oh, there it goes. What have we? Who wrote
Ready.
this?
We all
Y'all
wrote
did.
it. We all wrote, arranged, and produced it.
Okay. That's you,
Funny how they know just who I am. Announcing their opinions without the facts. Love me in the face, but stab me in the back. This is what I get for reaching my goals, yeah.
Now you know the reason why I drink too much. Say no to the slightest touch. Cause they don't carry the same weight as I do.
I do.
If they felt the same pain, they will know just how I feel.
Right, all three can
I'ma
sing.
speak the truth and make it clear. Listen with your heart and not your ears. See my point of view, but they don't know me like I do.
Love me for everything I am, even when I fall. My true definition, they don't know me like I do.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank
You all
you.
wrote that together, and what is
Yes.
it about?
The meaning behind True Definition is that everybody has a story. It's just hard to put into words because we all have personal issues that we go through. We feel like we've been taken advantage of. People stab you in the back, and they take advantage of you. So for that is that people don't understand who you really are and whatnot. So we just came up with the song True Definition because I feel like we feel like everybody has a true definition within them.
Right. And what are some of the words, the lyrics that you can just talk right now and the significant lyrics to you? In other words, did some write some lyrics and some write other lyrics?
That's true. We all took a part in the lyrics. It was just like we were just kind of
Give
tagging
me
each
give
other.
me a piece of your lyrics.
Um, we wrote so many, so I'm trying to figure out which one I wrote with this one.
It's been
Remember
such a
Terrain?
while.
Yeah.
The song, the first line, funny how they know just who I am. Announcing their opinions without the facts. It's like you
Right.
judge somebody without knowing the full story.
Absolutely.
So
that happens a lot.
all the time, all the time. So that's a little piece of. It's been such a while though.
So I think maybe I helped come up with, maybe me and Josh helped come up with the joint part.
Yeah, because Josh, he actually came up with the chords. He
Yes.
came up to. He said, "I have this piece," and he's like,
Right.
he played it to us, and he was like, "Okay, we could build from that," and that's how we all came together, piece by piece, for each
Right.
part of the song.
So what are you doing? Are you promoting the songs to different stations? How are you getting out there?
Well, we actually have the songs out right now that you can purchase it right now on iTunes, Amazon Music.
Spotify.
So
Yeah,
they should.
Spotify.
Oh, good. So the audience should look up what?
True Definition by David Smith and Knight.
True
Correct.
Definition by David Smith and Knight.
Yes,
Yep,
ma'am.
you can enter David Smith and Knight, and it'll come up with True Definition, or you can do it vice versa. It will
Yes.
Because
come
it's a
up.
beautiful song.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
And what are the names of some of the other songs that you have?
Pipe Dream. We also wrote a theme song for Jay McClane's movie. It's the first Christmas-based movie in Detroit ever, and we wrote the theme song. Could This Be Love?
It's the first one.
First Detroit-based Christmas
Christmas movie,
movie
yes.
ever in
I,
Detroit. Yes,
I don't know.
that's,
No,
that's
there
what
was
they're saying.
there was a few years ago. There was one about 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's what they
Um,
said. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's what I remember.
Okay.
But because I had them on my show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what I remember. I like I said, I had them on my show. So, but that was great. I didn't hear about the movie. Did it come out this past?
Month, yes.
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 Oh.
They played
December
it at the-
21st at
yep,
the
the Ford
Ford.
Community Arts Center.
Oh, really? I wish
Yep,
I
in
would have
Dearborn.
seen it.
Well, actually, you could still go see it. It's currently playing at the Bel Air Cinema on
Really?
Email. Yes,
Correct.
it's only
Really?
$10.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yep. And so the good thing about it is that as soon as the movie start, that's when you will hear our song, and it is such a beautiful song that was sung by a wonderful lady named Miss Angela Davis. She.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've
she's
heard-
incredible.
I heard of her and
Yeah,
her,
we love her.
her singing. So, do you have your own studio, or do you go to someone else's studio?
It varies, for us, we look for different people to work with because everybody has different sounds. So for us, we create demos, at the root of, it could be at my house, Josh's house, anybody's house, and then we take that product, the blueprint, and we take it to a big studio to make sure we get that quality sound. So for that, we want to make sure that our clients is getting the best product possible.
Right, right. Because studio, when you go in the studio, you can't waste a bunch of
You
time.
can't.
No,
You can't.
money
because-
is time.
Money.
But I know. Well, we've been talking so much about Josh. I'm going to get Josh up here.
Yes.
So we're going to go to a quick break, everyone, and you're going to meet Joshua.
Joshua Davis.
Joshua Davis. We are back. We are back with Mr. Joshua Davis. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yes.
Oh, listen to that teacher voice. I could just tell. So you're teaching music. Why don't you give us a little of your history, where you went to school and then what?
All right. Well, first I went to the Detroit School of Arts, and there I was in all the vocal groups. I was in concert choir, vision, vocal jazz, and then from there I graduated from the esteemed Claflin, and I received
Claflin University now, isn't it?
yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and that's where
When did you graduate?
it was back in the spring of 2014.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's cool.
Yep, and then from then on, I just been I've been singing, and it was there that I noticed that I had the gift, to write music. And
How did you notice that? How did you know that?
let's see. Well, I was in my dorm room, and I had a couple of my good friends over, and they said, "Josh, you know what? You could really write." And I was like, "Really?" Because back in high school, everybody at the Detroit School of Arts could do everything. They could write, they could sing, and so it was the norm. Yep. And so it wasn't until I left that environment, coming into a whole another environment that wasn't really accustomed to, people always just
Having the
coming up with
talent to
stuff
do those things,
Yeah, yeah.
right? That you realize the value of what you had, right?
Yes. Yep. And then after that, that's when I met Kiki Smith and Taran Knight, and I wanted them to help me out with a project, which was a play that was entitled Misty Sharon's asylum, and I needed someone to really help me come up, with all of the music and everything like that. And they were a good fit
Now, who
because
wrote that? You wrote that, Misty Sharon's?
yes,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah, and it was just so cool because all of us had like this passion to really make the project work, and it was a tremendous success.
So when did you all actually start this? I mean, start the company.
Let's see, we started in the summer of
Yeah,
2017.
like right after
Yeah,
Right
and
afterward.
his play. Yeah.
yeah, and it was something that Kiki Smith said. She said that we are strong individually, but we are stronger as a unit. And I was like, that was powerful. I was like, this is something that is going to last for a lifetime.
And
So yeah.
Turan, don't you believe that everybody brings something to the table, and you may have some of the same things, but some of you have some of the different things. You have some differences that makes you whole.
Correct, correct. That's true. Because I feel like everybody, each of us have our specific talents that together it makes it a stronger song. So for example, it could be Josh could come up with, like I said, Josh could come up with some chords, and then Kiki she'd be like, "Oh, I got this part right here. This might fit," and then it just flows naturally, like organically. And like I said, it's like Josh said, we are strong separately, but together we're untouchable.
Wow, that is great. And I met Josh this summer over at Vanessa's, her place where she had a showcase of plays. And he reached out, a Facebook friend. I said, oh, yeah, definitely. Very outgoing, very outgoing. And it was so funny. It wasn't until you said who you all were. I said, wait a minute, I know who Joshua Davis is. Yeah. But it's something, like I said, was meant to happen.
Correct.
Yes, it was.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. It was meant to happen. Where do you all see yourself in 5 years? Would you like to see yourselves?
I think that we want to see ourselves reach the international mainstream because I feel like we have a gift that is so just reachable to every age group, and I think that's where we are going to be.
What about you, Josh?
Oh,
I
Terrain.
mean,
Turan.
Turan, I'm sorry.
I our slogan is that we want to create timeless music one song at a time. So for that, I can't really say 5-10 years because I feel like we're in the now. We have to take it one
Right,
day at a time.
absolutely.
So for that, I would love for us to be at the Grammys, at the Tonys, at the Oscars, getting
Yes.
Record of the Year, Songwriter of the
Dozier
Year.
Holland.
Oh yeah, that's what that's
Yes.
inspired the name actually, David
Yeah.
Smith and Knight.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel like I would like for us to use our influence for the common good of humanity. Like let our music
Absolutely.
touch other generations because you got these songs right now that last forever. Marvin Gaye, James Brown,
Yes.
they're
Yes.
still playing. The younger
Yes.
generations are feeling it, and that's where we want to use our inspiration to continue on that type of journey.
And you mentioned timeless.
Timeless.
And that's very, very important.
Yes.
Now, you play piano.
I play a little bit, but my main instrument is the drums, and I'm also a singer.
And you're percussions too, right?
I haven't played the drums since I left Mumford, but I am ear trained. I self-taught ear trained. So when I hear something, I know I can't read music, but I know exactly what I want. So if I could hear it, I could put it down and record it and sing as well.
And you don't read music?
I don't read. I'm ear trained. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, because you don't necessarily need to know like.
But you
how
read
to
music.
read.
You
Oh,
know
yes.
how to
Whew, Jesus.
transcribe, don't you? You know how to
Yes.
transcribe, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's important too.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And you're ear trained. It's funny. I don't sing. I can't sing. I'm a performance poet,
Right.
but I just don't sing.
Okay.
But I know what I could tell when people are off. I could,
Right,
yeah.
I've
yes.
directed
Yes.
musicals and stuff like that, and you could,
Wow.
oh, a lot. I've directed over 100 shows. So,
Wow.
um,
That's amazing.
no, but you live as long as I do. You just keep
Right.
on going. You just keep on going.
Right.
But are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? Are you going to still deal with your play, the Misty play, or you're going to write other plays or musicals? Or
Yes, that's the plan. But I just been so busy, and I hope to get back. Into that. But for now, I'm just going to work with my two dear friends as we really like embark on this amazing journey.
well, I have something else to ask. With this, because I listened to the songs that you sent me
Yes,
earlier,
ma'am.
Turan, and they're just beautiful songs. Are you all at certain venues having people perform? That's what I want to know. Do you have people performing at venues, or you're just going by? Because a lot of times you could sell music by watching people perform, you know?
Right. Yeah. For
Yes.
us, we more so like we were songwriters and producers, so like we try to get out, to like scout out different types of talent. Any artists out there that that has that talent, and putting them with us, it could really make their talent shine.
Right, but I'm just saying performance. People
Performance.
love
Okay.
to see people perform because there's something intoxicating about that, because when they see you perform, they want to hear more of you
Right.
know.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, are you all doing anything in that arena?
Let's see. This year, we'll be starting to actually showcase our music to other artists because all of us are amazing singers.
I know,
And
I
so,
know, I
yep.
heard you.
And so this year, just be on the lookout for that.
Yes, well, how would people contact you?
Well, they could go to our website. It's www.davissmithandknight.com. We have a contact form. They could just fill it out, talk about exactly what they want from us, and we'll get back to them within 24 to 48 hours. And we also have social media pages as well: Instagram, Davis Smith and Knight, and our Facebook page, Davis Smith and Knight Music LLC.
I guess what it is with me, I'm so anxious for you all to be out there.
Yeah.
I'm just as anxious as you guys are for
Yes.
you all to be out there
Yes.
showcasing. Like you say, you all are amazing singers in and of yourselves. And then you got Angela doing her thing.
Yes.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and she sings around, doesn't
Oh,
she?
yes. Yes, she does.
Yes.
Does
And
she ever sing one of your songs out?
Besides that one, that was the first time she's actually done
Yeah.
anything for
But-
it. Huh?
But is she singing it in any of the venues that she sings? Singing your song at, one of her performances.
I don't think so.
yeah, because like the song that she did for us is really new because we had wrote it like the last week in November. And so it's a fresh song.
It's
So-
real fresh.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. And so we hope that she will, actually, take the song, to,
Bigger
different
heights.
yeah, yeah.
So
and really do it well.
will you all produce songs that other writers give you? Or you all have to write all the songs?
See, on our,
varies.
yeah, it varies because we people come to us like, oh, we need just some instrumentals, or we need you to compose something. Some people just need us to write something. They already have the tracks. They just need a writer.
Oh,
So
okay.
we
Yeah.
provide both services. We could do either or both.
Well, that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yes.
That is really wonderful. It's just wonderful that young people are doing this.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes.
it gives me hope that because everybody, it's nothing wrong with rap. It's nothing wrong with it. I've hung out with rappers.
Right.
But what I'm saying is to have some young people doing the songs that you all do also shows it just, it's so much more as far as what young people can do, because
Correct.
sometimes people, like you say, categorize people before they even know what they could do. You
Correct.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like your song was saying.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right. That's right. For that, I feel like overall we have a choice. You know, we are either here to encourage or to discourage the next generation. So we must use, like I said, our influence for the common good of
To
humanity.
encourage.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Man, I just think it's wonderful. You saw them here first, everybody. That you saw them here first. No, I heard some of their other music, and I just think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
but I'm a person who believes in showcasing.
Yes.
The reason why I do believe that is because I remember when I wrote my first poems. I was 41.
Wow.
I hadn't even thought that I could write poetry. I never even thought about it. But I got out there and I started doing it. And within a year, I was at Notre Dame performing my poetry.
Wow. Okay.
Within a
Okay.
couple of years or so, I started traveling around the country. Chrysler had a poetry program, and they had me perform around the country, different venues, South Beach,
Right.
Wow.
LA, and so forth. And that's because I got out and I was doing it and people saw me.
Right.
If people see your work, that's how you can get a little more exposure.
Most definitely, yes.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and
Yes.
then too, you want to be exposed to the European market
Yep.
too.
That's
So there are people that you should contact over there because they love our music. They love any music almost that comes from Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
And Detroit has so much talent.
So much.
It does.
So
It's
much.
just, I just wish that the world could see like how much gifts that we have. You know,
Well,
there's
I
just a lot of
think-
people here. You
I
know, that are
think
really
they've
dope.
seen it in the past, and I think there's a resurgence right
it's
now.
coming.
And
Yes.
you all are part of that resurgence.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
we are.
I'm really proud to know you.
Thank you.
Very much so.
Thank you.
And we're going to take this out with another song, or that same song. But tell everybody once again, how can they reach you and all of that?
They can find us on our Facebook page at David Smith and Knight Music LLC, and also our Instagram, David Smith and Knight Music. Actually, David Smith and Knight. And they can also, find us on our website at www.davidsmithandknight.com, where it has tons of photos of people that we worked with in the past, samples of the creations that we've made, and more information if you would like to get to know more of us.
I tell you, the future is now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment and we're going to talk generational wealth.
You can have your own party on TV. Party with RJ Watkins and the TV33 family when you hold your own Facebook watch party. Connect all your friends with our friends, and we can have a watch party together. Watch your favorite TV shows when you want, how you want, with your favorite people. Here's how it works. Log on to Facebook from your computer or tablet and go to the RJ Watkins fan page at facebook.com/TV33WHPR, the one with the blue WHPR logo on the left. Like us. Click the word videos with the red tag that says live next to it. Then click the share button at the bottom of the video player and select start a watch party. Invite whoever you want. Your party will be recorded and archived for playback anytime you want. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. At the end of the month, the viewer that has the most people at their watch party will be invited on the TV show live. Come on, let's have a party. Watkins Broadcasting is going worldwide. Now you can watch Detroit's own WHPR on your TV from anywhere in the world. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know with WHPR TV and Roku. You can get your easy-to-install Roku box from wherever you shop for your entertainment gear. Once your Roku box is connected to your TV and internet, go to the channel store on the home menu of the Roku box. Enter WHPR TV in the search engine and add it to your channels. That's it. That's all you need to get the best in entertainment, news, and talk, no matter where you are. Roku brings all of your favorites to your TV. Netflix, Hulu Plus, Crackle, HBO Go, and now WHPR TV, Detroit Live. Now you can watch WHPR TV 33 on Fire Stick. Catch all of your favorites. Stay informed. Don't miss a minute of your favorite talk shows. Call, text, tweet, post. WHPR TV 33 is worldwide on Fire Stick. For more information, go to FirestickTVNetwork.com or call us at 313-868-6612. WHPR TV 33, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back with somebody who makes it happen for me. He makes it happen. This is Sean Watkins. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning. Good morning.
He's double duty this morning, and he has Jonathan back there, and I hope we stay on the whole hour. I'm just joking. Sean, I am so proud of you. I have seen you grown. You know, Sean engineers the show, and he does a wonderful job, but he's also into so many other things.
Absolutely.
So, Sean, you went to a lot of high schools, but where'd you eventually graduate? No, I'm just kidding. Where'd you graduate from?
Persian High School.
Pershing, the Doughboys.
Doughboys. That's right.
On the east side.
East side. That's right.
Right.
7 Mile. That's right.
So, Sean, you also have Bon Appetit
Yes.
catering.
Yes. Yes, we do.
How did you learn to cook?
That's a good question. My mom. When I was young, I was always interested, like looking at my mom, like we have a large family.
Yeah, I know.
We have a large family. So every day after school or whatever, weekends, whatever, it's breakfast, lunch, dinner. I see my mom in the kitchen cooking. And I'm like, I want to learn how to do that. So she's okay, do this. All right, I learned to do that. Then I went from prepping to seasoning to cooking. And to start from there.
So, what are some of the things that you cook?
You name it, I can put my hands on it. Lamb chops, lobster tails, crab legs is easy, but a lot of people got to know how to put that seasoning, the right seasoning, especially with seafood. You got to know how to really cook it the right way. lamb chops.
How do you do your lobster tails?
Um, well, I open it up so it won't be hard for you to
Right. You
dig
cut it
in.
down the
I
middle,
cut it down the middle. Open
the
up the
shell.
tail.
Yeah.
Yep. And I open up the little tail, and you got to have some special gloves. You got to go in there, dig in there, and push the meat out.
Yeah.
And then you got to season it the right way. And I won't tell nobody my secrets, but it's a
Right.
certain way that you have to season it to make it flavorful all the way around.
And so, do you broil it or boil it?
I can do either way. I typically like doing it on the grill.
Oh, I love it on the grill.
I love it on the grill because it's a certain amount of time you keep it on the grill where it's gonna bring the texture out just perfectly.
You know what I notice about you? Okay, you started off you're cooking, and you do. How do people find out about you?
Just do your research.
Well, there are a lot of catering
Well,
people.
far as you said about me or Bon Appetit.
Bon appetit.
Just Google Bon Appetit. We social media Bon Appetit Elegant Catering. That's all social media. Only thing I do is just type that in, and you can find us. We own a
Now,
lot of delivery services and everything.
That's what I was going to ask. You have help,
Yeah. Yes, we do.
right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, but I want to make sure you cook for me.
Absolutely. As you see, if you've been watching this station, she's been on a lot of our Bon Appetit commercials, picking up a
Yes.
little food.
Yeah.
Not just little. She pick up like 2 or 3 dishes
Yes.
and enjoy it. So yes.
Yes, so generational wealth. Let's talk about that. Where did you come? And look at this. I wore my T-shirt a few weeks ago. This hoodie is the bomb diggity because generational wealth, or GW, is done in camouflage.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We came out with the design in 2019. So in 2020, I said, okay, we're gonna hit them across their head with some little bit of everything, camouflage. We get it to match your shoes, your sorority, your fraternity. We can get it match your business logo, whatever the case may be. We can get it. We can practically do anything with it.
Well, the thing about it is, it's deeper than a shirt.
Absolutely.
It's so much deeper, and that's why I wanted you on the show because I want to know the inception, when you started it, when you came up with the term, and why.
Well, as everyone might know, my father is the owner of TV 33.
R.J. Watkins.
Absolutely. 88.1.
I remember when he was a little boy.
Yes, ma'am. And New Dance Show.
Yes.
So, as in that already, that's generational wealth. And just for him starting what he did, he helped us create generational wealth. As far as with the with Brenda Perryman show, with Bon Appetit. And before I was Bon Appetit, I used to be in the music industry.
Right. You were called.
Most Wanted.
I know.
And I had one of the first only live TV show that people could call in, request a video,
Right.
all of that. So, he gave me an opportunity. So one day, well, a couple of months, I sat down and I was like, what I want to do? My dad already created this all for us. What can I add to the world? What can I put into this? Besides, rap, that's cool, man. Food, I did that, still doing that. So I wanted to create something whereas everybody can wear and it means something.
Right.
So generational wealth popped in my head, and called up a few of my lawyers and made sure that everything was good. And here it is.
And aren't you having an event?
Yes, we are. Like you mentioned, generational wealth is bigger than. It's a big meaningful word.
Yeah, it's a lot of meaning to it because when you think about it, the generations in a family, my grandmother, my mother,
Absolutely.
and I think about it. My grandmother was a teacher in the 40s and 50s. And my mother taught for a little while before she became a nurse. And here I am. I was a teacher myself. The generations came down.
Absolutely.
Now we're looking for the money. No, we're looking for the money. But really, that's what we should be doing anyway in our families is handing things down.
Yes, except for passing down debt
Right.
and all of that. We need to see generational wealth is just not about money.
Right.
It's like you said. Your grandma was a teacher, so she passed that down to you, and like my dad, he's an entrepreneur. I'm not into, I love TV. I know about TV, But cooking, he's not into cooking. My dad, I hope he know how to boil water. So
Yeah,
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 he
yeah.
know how to boil water. But yeah, so I don't think he know how to cook. But it's just my mom brought that's generational. My mom taught me how to cook.
Right,
So
absolutely.
you know, so with generational wealth, it's just about our community. We don't know nothing about generational wealth.
So your program is about how we build generational wealth, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We are going to high schools, colleges. So we started in Michigan first, Detroit, and we're taking it outside of Detroit. We had a lot of calls from California, Atlanta, Florida, to bring generational wealth program to their community, to their city.
What exactly is the program?
Good. Thank you for asking me that. Generational Wealth Program is we bring people like we have Ellis Adele coming talking about financial literacy.
Right,
We have Mikael. He's coming to talk about health,
right.
and we have a few people talking about mental illness. Mental illness,
Very
and
important.
then also with the people, with the youth that we're targeting to teach about generational wealth, we also add in a little entertainment. So we bring in, say right now we're in Detroit, so we bring in the top artists in Detroit to perform for them after we give them the knowledge.
Right.
So that's what Generational Wealth Tour is all about. We're kicking it off January 10th at
And
Persian High School.
okay, and January 10th is next Thursday?
Friday.
Friday,
hmm
next Friday.
Next Friday. And we are solely 100% doing this on our own. Like, this is no grant, no anything. So this is something that we decided we have to do for our community. We have to give back. So we're supplying of up to 1,000 shirts for the staff and students at Persian High School.
Really?
Yes, with generational wealth, with their color and their name on each shirt.
So, what would be okay, what does that day look like? Tell us what it looks like.
Meaning,
Meaning, I'm coming. What am I going to see?
you're going to see the whole school of Persian High School inside of the auditorium getting some knowledge about generational wealth.
Okay. And you're going to start it off, or Ellis, or what?
We have a few hosts. I don't. My thing is, I put it together. I'm not gonna sit up. I don't want the spotlight on me. I did TV. I do a lot of other
You
things.
want to be that producer behind the
I'm
scenes.
behind the scenes. Yep, I'm behind the scenes. I'm the Russell Simmons of this. When he did Def Comedy Jam, he just come out, hey, what's up, da da da, and walk on out.
That's it.
Yep.
And these shirts are just so wonderful. The logo, who did your logo?
I have a few graphic designers on our staff.
Do you?
Yes, ma'am.
How big is your staff?
We have a staff of 3 designers. We have a factory that prints. That's like over 10 people.
Really? I
Uh-huh.
mean, they're part of your team?
Yes.
How did you do that? How did you amass this team?
Well, which we talk about generational wealth. See, my dad taught us how to be entrepreneurs. You know, um, everything is not about money. So we had to figure things out. So it's
right.
figure it out. My dad was figure it out. So learn to figure things out.
Okay, that's good because sometimes you can barter services.
Absolutely.
And I do this for you, you do this for me. We're not going to say quid pro quo. That's but it's about us helping each other.
Absolutely. It's just building relationships, and then as when we started, now they're able to get paid now because now it's a revolving door. Now he's a graphic designer, so now he get paid for his graphics. Now this is a printing company. Now they getting paid for printing now.
Right.
So it's a revolving door.
Right.
So it's creating generational wealth. So generational wealth is really creating generational wealth. So we give a lot of people, a lot of youth, or even just anyone that has a business, we give them an opportunity to build something.
So tell me this, if a church wants you to come and talk to their parishioners to do the program, maybe at their center, at their church, are you available to do that?
We're available for churches. We're available for family reunions. We're available for literally everything. We have family reunion shirts. I have one on under this where you get your family name on the shirts.
Right.
So if you have a family reunion, say if it's Perryman family, get Perryman family, because y'all creating generational wealth because y'all had a family reunion. So you want something that's meaningful for your family reunion. So why not get these shirts?
Well, I was going to ask you about the fact that one thing that's very important, I think you might be hitting on it,
Mhm.
is health history. Uh, in our families, we should know certain things that run in our family.
Mhm.
Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
Because diabetes may run in the family,
Yes.
different heart
So and
disease.
that's why we have like Mikael.
Yes,
He's from Healthwise Enterprise. He's also on this network, also on TV 33. We have him teach them or teach our program. He's in a program teaching about health, what to
right.
do. If you have diabetes, if you have high blood pressure, if you have cancer,
Or heart
heart
disease.
disease.
Right,
Yeah, he knows how to pinpoint and what to take and change how to change your diet. So that's
right.
very important because a lot of our youth, that's why we want to start with the youth. A lot of them they eat bad.
Yeah,
I was in school. I wish my thing is I wanted to bring something that I wanted to have when I was growing up, going to school. I just knew go to the gas station,
right,
warm up a hot pizza, hot Cheetos, juice, all that sugar and all that that's not good for your body.
right,
So we wanted to change. We just want to change the narrative on a whole lot of different things.
right. Actually, changing the narrative and the way we live,
Absolutely.
because after a while it gets too late.
Yes. So what's the best? We got to start while young, because a lot of people don't know. Oh, why my feet hurt when they get 18 or 20? Because you was eating all them donuts and hot Cheetos when you was in high school,
Right.
as lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No, you can't do that.
I really applaud you for that because a lot of us, I know growing up, I used to work behind the candy counter in the cafeteria. I ate so much candy. I mean, it was just ridiculous. When we went to class, I had pockets full of candy. I mean, I just didn't know. I just thought when we're young, we just think we could just do anything, eat anything,
And it won't
correct?
affect us. If you think it won't affect us, so just like with the health, it's the same thing with fight when you get credit cards. You get credit cards when you get 18.
Right.
Soon as you
Absolutely.
get 18, you in high school, you about to get out of high school, going to college, you get a lot of credit cards. And it's gonna be $500, $1,000, $800, $3,000. You're going to get it because I got it.
Right,
I
right.
didn't know what to do. I thought I was rich.
Everybody did it.
I thought I
Everybody did. Went to college. They were giving you credit cards. I said, "Oh,
yes
you didn't
felt
know you
rich.
had
Then you
to.
you was like, oh my god, I got all these
I
credit
could just
cards.
do this." Didn't know
Yes.
you had to pay for those
And didn't
mugs.
know how to pay for it, and didn't know what percentage. See, a lot of people don't know you have to spend what, like 10% of what they give you, maybe 20%. Don't
25.
exactly right.
Right.
So a lot of us don't know that. We just like, oh, we got $3,000. You think you have $3,000? No, you don't.
And that's what's so important, financial literacy. And that's something Ellis Liddell, he knows about.
Yes.
He really knows about that. So he's going to be involved.
Yes, most definitely. Because my thing is like, I'm still learning, but
Yes.
I want to bring people in that's experienced, that knows about these topics. This is not just the regular. I'm not just saying everybody don't know anything, but these are people that's seasoned inside these fields that we have bringing in.
Well, in our ethnic group, a lot of times we still have people who are the first people in the family to go to college, the first people to do this, the first people to do that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, families are just in survival mode as they go on. We just trying to survive, and they don't tell them about the future because they don't know.
Exactly.
And so the children get in survival mode too,
And,
right?
and that's a generational curse because
Yeah.
we not learn. What are we learning? We learning just to survive. and
Yes.
and and I hate to say this, but when you're in the hood, it's like, okay, if his dad sold drugs, then guess what that son gonna do? Then guess what his kid's gonna do? So it's either they're going to go to jail or they're gonna die. So why not create something? Hey, go to school, go be a teacher, go be a lawyer, go be a doctor. Hey, you
Or
can be an entrepreneur.
learn about business, and you can start your own company.
Absolutely.
And there's so many people who are doing that now. And I've had a lot of young people on the show who have started their own businesses.
Yes.
This is something when I was their age, I wouldn't even have thought because my parents were into get yourself a job.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You hit it right on the head.
But then I look at this. Now, this is going to be weird to you. My mother, and belated happy
Happy birthday.
birthday. She turned 100 years old last Sunday. I'm so excited about that. But she sold real estate. Besides selling real estate, I mean, she was a nurse, and then she took up selling Avon, then real estate. She did real estate. Then she did, after she retired, she did caregiving. She worked at a Hallmark store, did so many things. And my older brother, has his master's in social work. He went to work in New York. He was a social worker. He put bars on windows. He had a business doing that. He's a licensed locksmith. Everybody in my family
Did
did more
something.
than one thing. They do the job, but they had this entrepreneurial thing like that.
But as we spoke, you said you do Bon Appetit.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
do the TV station.
Right.
Did the music career.
Yes.
You have to. The whole thing is you have to stay busy. Do
And
something.
different streams of income.
Most definitely, especially in this day and age, you have to have more than one streams of income to survive out here. So we want to show people you don't have to do something negative to make a dollar.
Right.
You know, to make a living.
And watch the people you're around. The people you're around have to want what you want, don't you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Has that had an impact on you? The people who have been around you, you learn about people?
I see. I know how to read. I get vibes. That's what we call it, right? We call it vibes. If you got a bad vibe, I'm just not gonna deal with you because I don't allow negativity into my life because it's already too much already out here to deal with.
Yes.
So me adding you to my life and I feel it's negative, I just push you away.
So how is everybody going to hear about, okay, we know that purging thing, but how are people going to get in touch with you?
Okay, most definitely. Social media, if they have, and that's a 5X. So we got a shirts.
5X.
It's a 5X
Wow.
shirt. That's a 5X.
This is
So we
beautiful.
have everything from toddlers to 5X shirts that you can order. To hear about us or to sponsor because we're looking for sponsors. So
Yes.
with sponsors, when we go to these schools, you can put your company logo on here.
Absolutely,
And
yes.
you can do a lot of different things. So just give us a call. And we, like I said, we have social media, but our phone number is 248-434-7799. Number again is 248-434-7799. And like I said, we're doing 1,000. Person has 1,000 students and staff. So we are giving 1,000 shirts away. Of course, we need sponsors to help out with that. So it'd be nice if the sponsors would help out.
Yes.
But you can give us a call at that number, and anything small, big, whatever you can do, just do it.
Yes, because this is something we need to incorporate into our lives.
And schools. Not just our lives. We need to
Well,
start it in schools because these schools are not teaching nothing about financial
literacy.
They're not teaching that. They're
It's
not
so
talking about.
important.
They're not talking about mental illness. They're not even talking about health.
Right.
So let's bring this. We're bringing this to every school, every college, right now in Detroit, and we're taking the outskirts of that. Like I said, we're getting a lot of calls from California, Atlanta, Florida. They say, "Hey, we need you out here. We need your program out here." So this is what we're gonna do.
Wow. I am so proud of you.
I'm proud of you. Thank you for allowing me on your show. Like, this is amazing. Like, I'm on Brenda Perryman show. Like, Brenda Perryman show. I'm on there.
Oh, please.
So
Look,
it's like the Oprah of Detroit.
No. Listen, anything I could do, I'll help you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll help you when I can and
Yes,
where
ma'am.
I can
Yes,
because
ma'am.
this is so important to the legacy. You are keeping your father's legacy alive and going beyond that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, he did it. So, he took it with his father. He took his father's name and took it around the world.
He did.
So
He
it's the same
did.
thing with us. Generational wealth is a worldwide name, and I got to show him by creating generational wealth is able to keep my name alive, but also keep his name alive around the world because this is what he taught us, generational wealth.
Well, thank you so much. Say that number again.
248-434-7799. We need a sponsors because we're not just doing it at Persian High School. We have 5 other schools on lock right now, and we're taking it everywhere because a lot of people are getting the wind of what we're doing. So please help us out, help out our community because it takes a village to raise a child. So we're taking this village right here, we're taking it everywhere. So help us out. Let's bring that community lifestyle back.
That's right. That's right. Well, Now we're going to turn back into pumpkins. You got to go back to the engineering booth. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much, Sean. I'm so
Thank you.
proud of
Thank
him.
you. I thank you. You gotta do
I
something positive out in the world. Just, there's enough negativity out here. We
and
gotta
don't
do
let
something
anything stop you.
at all. Ain't nothing's gonna stop me. God put me here for a reason, and this is my reason. This is my purpose. So I'm gonna let y'all see that light shine. Ain't nobody gonna dim that light.
All right. We'll be back with Table Talk, and I have two wonderful women on next. Stay